Good day my little robins, it's me Beth, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another music video reaction. If you haven't already checked out the title, we are travelling all the way to America. Today we are reacting to All Time Low and the song and the music video Modern Love. This is taken off their upcoming album Tell Me I'm Alive. Let me see if I got that right. Yeah, Tell Me I'm Alive, which comes out next week. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for remembering. I know they have released a couple of singles before Modern Love, but this is the first one I'm checking out, so it's my channel, I can do what I want. I also will admit that I kind of fell off All Time Low just a little bit, but we'll get more into that and my history with the band once we've checked out the music video. I'm actually really excited because All Time Low hold a place in my heart because they were one of the first bands I discovered in high school. I'm 28 years old now, so you guys do the math. Yeah, before we begin, if you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. Apologies for the sun. It's going to be very annoying. I'm British. We complain about the weather. Get over it. Let's just dive straight into All Time Low. Okay, I nearly said subtitles on because I'm so used to reacting to K-pop and Japanese bands, and I've got to have the subtitles on, and I was like, they're in English. I don't need subtitles. So yeah, let's just press play. Okay. It's a vibe.
Look at you now, super strong now. What would your mother say? Some killer queen making a scene. Don't gotta
Alex's voice though is still fine.
On every word you say. Those are the boys, these are the girls. Don't matter anyway. So quick to jump ship on some.
Give me the Twin Peaks, the Velvet Room, Red Room vibes. Okay. The eye makeup is a choice. I'm hearing a lot of influences. It's really good. The whole band sounds amazing. They haven't changed.
Drugs and dating, turns out it's less devastating. Staying home and Stacy, please, I'm suffocating. Choking on.
They've grown up, but they're still cheeky.
Beautiful disaster.
Okay, that heartbeat at the end. Okay, that was Modern Love, All Time Low. And yes, even though I haven't checked out any of the other singles that have like come out before the release of this and the album next week, I believe from what I've seen clips of other singles that there's a music video. Is it like the title song where he's in the back of an ambulance? So that would like link to this. Okay, let's talk about it. As I said in the introduction, I said I would get into my history with All Time Low. They are one of the first like bands I discovered in like my high school days. I started high school in 2005. I then left after like higher education in 2012. I then went off to university, and I probably listened to All Time Low up until the like Last Young Renegade album. I just could not get behind the album, and so I kind of was like, I kind of put them on the back burner. And then like Wake Up Sunshine, which was like the album that was like 2020 album. There were some really good songs on that, but I was still a little bit like, like the Young Renegade thing, that I didn't really give it a chance. But really, I've been on like a nostalgia like trip the past like few months, especially with like my housemate Becky, who I also went to high school with. We are the same age. You know, we finally got to tick off Black Veil Brides, who we got to see live. They are a bucket list band. Again, one of my favourite bands to listen to in high school. I got to see Pierce the Veil for the second time. It was Becky's first time. I had last seen Pierce the Veil, I want to say when they did that tour with like Sleeping with Sirens, like the Rockstar tour. Was that like 2013, 2014? I remember I was in university at the time. I might be seeing Sleeping with Sirens later in this month. It's still undecided. I've got a ticket waiting for me, I just need to get it off work. And again, that'll be a good few years since I've seen Sleeping with Sirens. I have seen All Time Low live. I saw it with my previous housemate Kate in Liverpool, and they were one of the best bands at the time from my high school years. We both came out of that gig being like, oh my god, they are amazing live. Like Alex's like vocals, like then you've got like Jack, Ryan and Zach. It was just such a good vibe. It was such a good energy. I want to say that was either 2016, 2017 or 2018. It's been a few years, people. I've gone to a lot of gigs. However, I will not see All Time Low live again, because even though they were amazing, it was the audience weren't exactly the best compared to when we saw Pierce the Veil, Black Veil Brides. The fans that were there were kind of our age, slightly younger, slightly older. Whereas with All Time Low, there were a lot of like teenagers there who were just very loud and obnoxious and a little bit rude, and it kind of took away from the night. I would see them live again maybe, and depending on like how this album shapes up, but I really like this song and I might go back and check out the other singles before the album comes out. But yeah, I love All Time Low. They have been like one of the consistent bands like throughout like my I'm about to say throughout my years. Like I said, I'm 28 years old, guys. Ugh. I'm 29 in April, and I'll probably still be listening to like the emo pop punky bands I listened to in my high school years. Anyway, let's get on to the video. As I was saying before I changed my position from here to here, that like sound of like the beeping from like the Life Machine, even though I haven't checked out any of the other singles, I have seen clips, and he was in the back of an ambulance and he had like a mask on. It looked like he was dying. And so is this like the beating of the machine? Is he in like a dream? Is he in like a coma? And like, are the songs going to be like that? Is that going to be the link? If so, I mean, like the album's called Tell Me I'm Alive. That'd be a really cool, interesting concept, and I could get behind that. Alex's vocals have not changed. He still sounds the same. Even though they have matured, there were still some very cheeky lyrics, and I was like, okay, All Time Low, you know what you're doing. Zach, Jack and Ryan, they still sound amazing. This band have been together since like the early 2000s, and I'm so happy that they have stuck together and they've continued to make music, because they are one of the best bands out there from that scene, who have managed to find that balance between maturing and getting new fans, but also still managing to maybe please the old fans. Yes, I said I didn't like the Last Young Renegade album. You do not have to like every single song by a band to call yourself a fan. I feel like I have to keep defending myself because I had an issue with Hollywood Undead where I did not like 2 albums they put out, like the Empire Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I had people in those comments being like, you're not a true fan because you don't like every single song they've put out. Yeah, I don't. If you do, you are lying to yourselves. Anyway, back to the song and the video, because I really feel like I'm rambling and going on a tangent. I got like a lot of influences in this video and like a lot of different vibes. Probably the main one would be a little bit Elton John-esque with like the suit, the piano, like the big glasses, and I was like, okay, over the top, Elton John. There was also a section when Alex stood up and you had like the fishbowl, like the lens, and he was just holding the wine and singing in like a kind of deeper voice, but it kind of like it had a bit of like distortion or like editing to the voice, where I kind of got the darkness vibes, and I was there like, wow, I loved the darkness. I'd also say slightly like the Killers vibes. Maybe it's because I've gone back recently and I'm listening to the Killers that I'm just hearing the Killers everywhere, but I heard like a little bit, maybe it was like more so in like, I would say the instrumentation, I kind of got like the Killers vibes, but then also again in like Alex's like voice, and I was like, okay. I liked the set. I can't actually remember. I know I mentioned like Twin Peaks, and I cannot remember if it's called like the Velvet Room or the Red Room. I'm looking it up. Twin Peaks. Is it the Velvet Room? The Velvet Room. Yes, it is. So I don't know if like that was also inspiration, since with the whole fact that if maybe Alex is in a coma or he's dead. I'm trying to find like a picture. I'm not sure if it's going to be the best quality, but that's what I'm talking about. Twin Peaks is an amazing show. It is a very trippy show, so it's not for the faint-hearted. But I loved it, and I definitely want to check out the rest of the singles before the album comes out next week. Yeah, as you can tell, I really enjoyed it, and this was a really good like reintroduction for me back into All Time Low. Who knows, I might go give that Last Young Renegade album a second... I'm not going to give that album a second chance because I did not like it. And you'll not change my mind. Yeah, in the comments below, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on the song, the video, the band. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Sound off. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion here on the channel, and trust me, a lot of you guys are very opinionated. Who would have thought it? Anyway, let's get into my rating / ranking. If I had to give Modern Love by All Time Low a rating out of 10, guys, shock horror, it is getting a 10. When the sun gets out the way, a 10 out of 10. Because it was a great reintroduction. It had everything I loved, like vocals, instrumentation. I loved the visuals, like the theming, the aesthetic. It was like the perfect cup of tea. I'm British. Little known fact, I don't drink tea. I think it's disgusting. I don't drink coffee either. But that's not the point. It was my cup of tea. It might not be everyone's cup of tea here on the channel, but like I said, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Now let's wrap up this video before I continue to ramble and the sun slowly climbs up my face like the hands of a clock. Like a sundial. Yeah. Now I'm rambling. Let's wrap this up. If you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlists, depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth. Keep listening to good music. Goodbye.